Mr. Capriglione, what are the religions and ethnic groups that are now included in the current law that defines bullying?
It defines bullying? I don't know. My bill doesn't deal with the current statute on bullying. What it is doing is talking about the definition that should be used in public schools, open enrollment schools, and in universities. And for point of reference, I believe most public universities here in the state of Texas are using that definition of anti-Semitism. Right. And again, that definition of anti-Semitism.
Well, I'm compelled to ask you what ethnic groups and religions are included in the existing bullying statute, because this is not about. This is not about bullying, so I don't know what's in a statute that I'm not referencing. I understand. I didn't know either until I went and checked.
Okay.
But the reason for the question is that the current bullying statute doesn't reference any ethnic group or any religion. And you would be adding for the first time one of our many religions that we have in our state, or one of our many ethnic groups with your statute. So I will ask you, if your amendment is offered and one group is put into the definition.
Well, no, that's not accurate. Okay, so what this is doing is it's affecting, let's say, for instance, in higher institutions, they currently have a code of conduct and they have policies. And in that code of conduct and policies, while they may talk about bullying and harassment and cheating and other disciplinary actions, there are sections in most code of conducts, well, in every code of conduct that every public university has in the state of Texas, that talks about things in terms of what is considered discrimination. And so in those, they do, in fact, talk about race and gender and ageism and genetics and disabilities. So there's a wide variety of already accepted definitions inside of university, for instance, code of conducts. And so I disagree with what you said.
Well, Mr. Capriglione, we're talking about Senate Bill 326 at the present time, are we not?
We are, and not the bullying statute, yes.
Right, and what does it amend?
What this amends is it adds context and definitions to the how in K through 12 and in universities of higher education, how this definition should be applied in the code of conduct. Well, and specifically what it
amends, Mr. Capriglione, is section 37.0095 of the Education Code, which is the anti-bullying statute.
It talks about ways on how to modify the current code of conduct, and whether it's bullying, harassment, or other actions. What this bill does is it says that actions that have already been committed, obviously those are already subject to discipline, but what this bill does is it provides context, and for instance, not what happened, but why things happened. And it does matter in terms of why someone might either threaten someone, harass someone.
I'm asking a very precise question, and the answer to that question, which will be part of another question, is that your bill amends the bullying statute.
It does it in several places.
If I may finish my question, your bill amends the existing bullying statute, and for the first time inserts one group into the bullying statute and not any others. So under your amendment, one group would be defined for bullying, but a bullying based upon pursuit and bad treatment of another group would not be included in that statute for the guidance of our school personnel.
Right now,
that is correct, is it not?
Right now, if a student is harassed for being Jewish, there's no guarantee that the institution will recognize that as anti-Semitism, especially if it's veiled in political rhetoric or historical stereotypes. What this bill does is it provides parity, not favoritism, and ensures that anti-Semitic bias is identified and addressed, just like racial, gender, or religious bias already is in similar situations.
Mr. Capriglione, there's not anybody in this House of the 150 members here who don't agree with the words that you spoke as you introduced your bill. Nobody in here wants to countenance anti-Semitism, and nobody in here is afraid to
So
act.
do you believe that if someone makes anti-Semitic
if I may
remark...
offer my question to you,
Sure.
nobody in here wants
That's
to...
not a question, that's a statement.
Well, questions have predicates, and I'm laying the predicate for it. Nobody in here wants to not be on the front lines against anti-Semitism. I'm asking you about our bullying statute, which currently doesn't single out any group for particular treatment. So accordingly, Mr. Speaker, I raise a point of order against further consideration of Senate Bill 326 under Rule 8, Section 32C2, on the ground that the bill analysis is materially misleading.
Sorry, you had me at hello.
Mr. Bryant, please bring your point of order down front.